Anywho.
Which is the same argument, just the opposite side of the argument. If I'm supposed to make my own game harder by not picking Lucario, then Dark Souls doesn't need an easy mode because you can pick the mage.
But you also have the Lucario. But you also have the Lucario kind of should make the game easy, because if something was a 4 times weakness to fighting, and you hit it and it survives,
no.
There's
it's
kind
not
of
it's
a
not the
problem.
fact that she has something that's 4 times weak to fighting. It's the fact that her entire team is either defended by or can be beat by Lucario's move pool, and they hand you a Lucario with 2 specific perfect stats and a positive nature for those stats that can Mega Evolve with his Mega Stone.
The Lucario is a nature that doesn't affect or... It doesn't
matter.
It has
you
a
can't
neutral
get
nature.
a Lucario that loses out on either attack stat. Which means that you have a Mega Lucario built to beat Diantha. I mean, I understand that the game has to give you things so you can win, but it's different when they do that, and they give you something that will win.
Anyway.
And you don't have to go out of your way to catch Lucario. You're given him.
Oh, there's a fairy in here. Interesting.
So no, Diantha would be a better champion if there was no such Lucario in the game. Because then I'd actually have to build a team for her.
I believe what Sean's trying
Why
to say
did the
is that
entire game go black?
I believe what Sean's trying to say, that the game literally sits there and
it's
like,
a
shady
kind of
deal
a
where
loading
guy walks
snack.
up to you and like hands you a bag and you're like, "What's this?" And they're like,
Okay.
"Shh, don't worry about it. You're gonna need this."
Well, except that you literally don't need to use anything else after that. Like, I'm serious. Once if you pick Lucario and Charmander, right? If you pick Charmander when you're given the Kanto starters, and then you get Lucario, you win.
Where did the one guy go? Oh, there you are. Hey, buddy.
He stops for you.
Like, say what you will about Gen 1, in Gen 6, when you're given the choice of the Gen 1 starters, Charmander is the best one.
No, the best one is Blastoise.
No! People who made in-game tier lists so they extensively use each Pokemon said that Mega Charizard X and Y were both the 2 of the best Pokemon you could get in the game. Both of them. It doesn't matter which game you're playing. Charmander is the better Pokemon. Kukui.
That's my favorite part of this.
Lion Rock. Ice Ninetales.
I hated that fight.
Braviary. Magnezone. Snorlax. And the starter that beats yours.
I hated that fight. That fight was a pain in the ass.
That's good team build-up.
But that fight was a pain in the
Hey,
ass.
that's what the champion's supposed to be.
Honestly, I've always actually hated when the champion is hard because of the fact that you have to go through basically, 4-person gauntlet to fight them.
But that's the point.
That's why I've always...
That's the point.
I hate gauntlets.
Gauntlet battle.
Yeah, you're playing the wrong game, in my opinion. No, that's
That's
point.
why I have always hated the Elite Four, because it's just a gauntlet that wears you down. It's not actually hard. It just wastes your resources.
That honestly, to me, that's fair difficulty in an RPG.
I don't know about you, but when I played Pokemon, it's always been, what's the Elite Four? Okay, so this Pokemon handles this guy, this Pokemon handles that guy. Alright, we got these 4 Pokemon to handle those 4 dudes, and now
How I do it now?
Oh, we just need this, and bam, we have a team.
I mean, the Elite Four in most games,
especially in Red. Red was literally a situation of it was like, oh, hi Bruno, meet Golem. Oh, hi Agatha, meet something, because good blood. That's probably the hardest fight out of the whole entire thing. It's just a mere fact that you have to fight Agatha, and that whole typing stuff in that situation.
Actually, because Gengar doesn't have Levitate and Ground beats Poison, you can beat Agatha with your Ground types pretty easily.
Yes.
If you're playing, Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 1, but you have better...
But you actually have dark types you can use.
Plus, the Elite Four is almost as bad as most of the champions in most of the Pokemon games. Because when you sit there and you literally tell me one of the Elite Four members is a rock type, I'm I checked out. I looked at that and I was like, what?
Oh, you missed.
Why is there a rock type Elite Four member? I thought we were done by rock type at this point.
Oh, there's not a rock one. You should play Clover. It has a normal 8-4 member.
That's a better type!
But that game is so rigged against you. But normal doesn't beat anything.
You know what? Fighting...
No, but it isn't weak to anything but one thing.
Rock could beat your starter. And not only your starter, because Generation 7 is a tropical region, there are a lot of flying and bug.
Yeah, but
there are
rock
a lot of
gets whooped. Because there's a lot of water and grass in every region.
Spiritomb. It's not that great, but it has no weakness. Roserade was good in Gen 4.
No, it's still good.
What?
Togekiss was broke in Gen 4. Lucario, still debatably broke, but broke in Gen 4. Milotic has gone progressively work since Gen 3 as far as I know, but was still pretty good in that generation. Garchomp doesn't even need the rest of the team.
Who are you guys? Oh, you're a team? Okay, I got you.
Because of the...
Cynthia is like good champion design.
Because
the game literally has 4 at least relatively decent types. I'm not going to say great because they have a Bug Elite 4 member. While he's still relatively good for a Bug Elite 4 member, he's still Bug. And Bug's a terrible type. Especially in Gen 4 where there are no good Bug moves. Except for like 2.
No, Generation 4 introduced all the good bug moves.
No,
but is it first?
Carson, no. Generation 4 introduced the 2 good bug moves.
Then there's Ground. Ground's a good type. I can get behind Ground.
Earthquake is the most common move in the metagame.
Fire! I mean, if you pick the water starter, the only issue with that is the fact that...
Except originally, he only had one fire type.
And I can't remember what the last one is. Is it Psychic?
Psychic.
He's psychic.
Psychic! What? Oh, that?
Will is psychic.
But then you go into Gen 7, and it has one of the worst... Somebody literally sat there and made up that Elite Four. Somebody sat there and said, Flying type.
I don't think they're that bad!
Flying.
Yes, they are, because
No,
there is
they're
no
not.
thought put into it. They just picked 4 types.
They're a pain in the dick.
No, they aren't.
I hated that toucannon.
The only... I killed it.
Hey, yo, that's Salazzle.
The only thing hard about the Elite Four is that they wanted to spam confusion.
And they have perfect stats.
It doesn't matter when you're like 5 levels higher than them and you
Oh
kill
no,
them.
it does when a toucannon fucking outspeeds a Lunala!
I beat it!
I beat it too!
It was the Elite Four.
Even I beat it!
The Elite Four wasn't hard.
They were annoying.
Though, well, I mean, they were obnoxious, but they weren't hard.
They were hard for the wrong reasons.
It was a bad Elite Four.
I thought...
So
my problem...
They picked 4 random typings.
My...
It is my specific belief that if you want to make the Elite Four, you should at least put thought into your types. So they didn't. They just picked 4.
To me, it's not really about the type, it's about the Pokemon they...
That's true, but you know, they had 4 bad types because you can't. If you have types that literally just don't comment each other to go against the player, it might as well not even be type. You might as well just have like 4 people with random Pokemon.
I hated that Elite Four just as much as Carson did.
It wasn't that bad.
That name.
They didn't even have good Pokemon. Like they had.
He's named after a Hawaiian nut.
If I remember right, they only had like 2 good Pokemon in their whole teams.
Feel the power of Kukui.
He had a Hawaiian nut.
None shall stand the might.
That Elite Four was one of the most obnoxious...
Well, when you think of
I had to lose because I was dead gamed because I saved in the middle and I could not beat them. Which, that's another thing
Hey, man.
That's another thing I have never...
You still can't convince me that it's hard when my wife did it with unevolved Pokemon.
I honestly don't believe that.
No, she did.
I honestly
and I
don't
laughed
believe
the entire
that.
time. Because it was hilarious.
I'm under the opinion that it's not that bad.
It was absolutely hysterical.
I'm under the opinion it's not that bad. You guys are making it up.
I
honestly don't believe you. Let's see. Fighting type. Okay, got a Primate. Got a Hariyama. Blueware, which I'm still not convinced is really that good.
Blueware is amazing.
He has a Crabominable. He might as well not even be a member.
You know, the funny thing...
Don't you hate on that Crabominable.
Olivia has a Relicanth.
What did the Relicanth do?
It doesn't matter, it's a Relicanth.
No, the Relicanth is actually because they knew it was kind of a filler Pokemon.
Relicanth has Sturdy, doesn't it?
Oh.
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh.
I thought it did.
Hey, Carson.
No.
What?
You know how you're hitting on Blue?
Yeah.
Relicanth's moves. Hydro Pump, Ancient Power, and Yawn.
No, I was going to get to that.
Carbink. Power Gem, Moonblast, Reflect.
It has
Golem.
It has
Thunder
Light
Punch,
Screen and Reflect.
Rock Blast, and Steamroller.
First of all, that list is wrong. The
3 of her Pokemon only have 3 moves.
First of all, that list is
Here we go.
That list is actually wrong. The
line everybody
has
loves.
Light Screen and
The
Reflect.
Crabominable has 2 moves.
But it's Eevee trained.
It has 2 moves.
I was going to bring up
As far as I'm concerned, this is a garbage Elite Four. If Blue is garbage for having Pokemon with 3 moves, this guy might as well not even be a member.
First of all, I was going to bring up they have multiple moves, which I honestly believe that was done as a balancing thing because those Pokemon are Eevee trained and have stats they shouldn't.
No, I don't buy that. If you can sit there and say Blue is bad because X, when X is applied to anyone else, they're bad.
It's still a bad Elite Four because the Elite Four should not be Eevee trained, but that Elite Four would be.
I disagree. I think they should be.
The Elite Four should not be Eevee trained, but Elite Four.
What if this was Pokemon Stadium and you could only choose 3 Pokemon and they chose 3 random ones? And you didn't know which one they chose until they threw them out.
The Ghost one has a Sableye that can't Mega Evolve because Mega Evolution wasn't a thing. A Frostlass. I don't know if that Anchor is a good Pokemon or not. I kind of ignore it. I'm convinced that Palossand isn't good.
The
Driftbloom is debatably the best Pokemon on her team.
Palossand!
The Anchor, because of its ability, it randomly has, like...
Will you go through this tiny hole? There it is.
The flying one has a Skarmory and a Crobat.
Mandibuzz is you. Well, it was
as far as I'm concerned,
Mandibuzz is
as far as I'm concerned, that's her team.
Mandibuzz is a
and randomly,
really good roll.
Randomly between Pokemon, something flies in and uses Flying MZ and leaves.
The Toucan has the Flying Z move and... Okay, first of all, the Anchor, because of its ability, that steel move the Anchor uses basically hits you with around 120 base power because of the Anchor's ability, so that move is really strong.
Elite Four is garbage.
Palossand is a good Pokemon physically. Its physical defense is incredible. Its special defense is awful.
That Elite Four is not that bad.
They were irritating as...
No, the only thing that I can agree about that is the fact that they wanted to compete.
I spent hours dealing with those...
You spent hours?
Yes!
It took me 30 minutes.
I did not beat the game for over like 3 hours.
Really?
It was a grueling slog.
Really? It took me like 30 minutes.
I didn't beat the game for like 3 days because I had to grind. I had to beat the game.
I don't understand. The Pokemon Sun and Moon are not that bad. I think Gen 4 is still harder.
Like I said, the Pokemon in Sun and Moon have perfect stats.
I don't care.
And
it's not,
Eevees.
I don't care. Bad team's still a bad team.
A Toucanon should not be able to outspeed a legendary.
I'm relatively sure. I remember someone saying something about that, and I outsped it.
Sean, I did the math.
We looked this
Sean,
up.
I
don't care. It's not hard.
The Toucanon's speed is 125. you can get...
I don't care.
So
because it's not that bad despite being EV trained.
I didn't have anything fast enough.
It doesn't matter because you can kill it.
It would survive no matter what I hit it with. Even with the physical... Even with Thunder Punch from the Golem, it would not one-shot it.
I had one ice Pokemon. Actually, I didn't have any ice Pokemon. Let me take that back.
I think I just had
I didn't have any ice Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think I just used Ice Beam on Wishy-Washy.
Actually, what? I didn't have that either. Yeah, no, I had nothing to fight a flying Pokemon with. In fact, I think she was the last one I fought because I had nothing to fight a flying type with.
When I first tried
and I still beat her.
When I first tried to play it,
I beat her regularly effective.
I tried that.
What do you know about
Yeah. I tried that, and they would just absorb the hits, spam Screech, which they should not have hit as commonly as they did, and just one-shot me with Beak Blast.
I'm pretty sure this is a result of the fact that you did not run into enough wild Pokemon.
I killed everything I ran into!
Apparently not, because you were under-leveled, if I remember right.
No, I was about 5 levels off.
I was 5 levels over.
And even when I grinded and used the legendary, it was still a pain in the ass!
No, I'm sorry. I disagree. Pokemon Sun and Moon are not that hard.
I really want Ultra Sun and Moon to be a lot easier.
I don't. I think it needs to be harder.
If they make you fight perfect stat Pokemon with like full movesets, that's going to be
Why
near
hello,
impossible.
Anubis?
No, but it wasn't that hard. No. Again, my wife proved you wrong.
I honestly
you
don't.
are physically wrong.
I honestly
because
don't believe
that. Because if it were really that hard,
Bye, Anubis.
because she lost in X and Y, which is a heck of a lot easier.
There we
don't
go.
believe-
That's gonna hit him.
I don't believe that.
Did you? Did it not? I wasn't even there for it. Brian was.
Did Link just hami?
Didn't
Swear.
fire.
I swear he was just like.
Let me tell you about how my wife plays Pokemon, Carson. There is no such thing as team structure. There is no such thing. And sometimes
She had a male Saladin,
Yes.
however you say that.
Salandit.
She had a whatever the moon legendary is. She had some flying type, if I'm not mistaken.
Again, I used Lunala, and it was still a
do you know
pain
how
in
she
the
played
ass.
that game?
Didn't you say she just caught the thing she liked the design of?
That and then when she evolved it, it got sacked. And then she tried to evolve something else. She probably had an Eevee in that team somewhere.
Which did it? She might fella good.
Vaporeon's not bad.
That
How far am I in this game?
which
Oh, really?
Well, I just finished the island.
did you beat Olivia?
Yeah.
You have to go to the next island and find
Trapped in a fucking
Trial
cutscene. That's so
Captain,
stupid.
beat Guzma. That's where you find Guzma. You have to go to another area after that.
Having some bad luck this recording.
For a little while. But no, Pokemon
Beat
Sun,
Guzma.
honestly, Pokemon Sun and Moon is pretty dang easy. Obviously, I played it. I tried too hard to think the game was hard. I think I psyched myself up, honestly. Now that I've seen the game for what it is, I'm convinced I tried too hard to try to beat that game strategically.
Well, I hate
I
it.
should have just caught Pokemon I wanted.
The funny thing is, and
I mean, you hate it, but the reason you hate it for is physically wrong.
the funny thing is, and this
Miscellaneous.
this kind of
Oh,
shows
God damn it, game.
Though the funny thing is, and this kind of shows why them being EV trained is a bad thing. A lot of people said that the worst totem Pokemon for them was the Totem Relentis. I actually didn't have any trouble on that thing because I had the poison type and something that 4 times resisted grass. Having the grass starter, I actually had an easy time on that.
That sounds like good design right there.
No, my point is...
Most things that a lot of people said were hard.
Because I had the weakness to it, it was easy.
Is Is that not how Pokemon works?
No, that's my point. That's how Pokemon should work. If I have the weakness to it, I should beat it. I had the weaknesses to the Elite Four, but I didn't beat them.
Well, I mean, you have to, but you also think Pokemon's an RPG. You can't say, well, I have the weakness, so it shouldn't matter that I'm 5 levels under. It's an RPG. Of course 5 levels under makes a bit of a difference. And you can say, oh, I shouldn't have to grind. Well, I mean, you shouldn't have to grind, but when you are ridiculously under leveled, yeah, you might need to grind.
But it's
the problem isn't that you needed to grind. The problem is that you didn't find enough things.
But it's also a goal that would 4 times resist the hit with a physical defense increasing nature.
Man, I had 5 Pokemon in the Elite Four. Honestly,
They are EV trained though.
it doesn't matter. It's not hard.
Power of Crab-abominable.
I mean, you can say that, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned,
I had problems.
As far as I'm concerned, they didn't need. They needed that to make themselves worth it.
Honestly, the total Pokemon I felt
The
was...
point is, me and Carson had problems in the gym.
And therefore, it is instantly too hard.
It's not...
Because you two had problems. But somebody who, let me tell you, is not anywhere near...
I've seen a lot of people who...
She doesn't even know weaknesses.
She doesn't know weaknesses.
A lot of people...
She doesn't know them.
Yes.
At all.
A lot of people online had problems too.
I don't care. She doesn't know weaknesses. Period. She has to ask every time she gets in a fight, what beats this type? Not to mention, she doesn't know what types Pokemon are. And you know, she literally, it literally goes to the point where if something were flying steel, she thinks that it would be weak to rock.
Actually, the funny thing is a lot of people just make that,
You know, I think... Wait.
What?
Okay, Flying Steel is not weak to rock, but I think because a lot of Pokemon games...
No, don't even try to apply fast logic, because that's not even a thing, because no, she just doesn't know it.
No, what I'm getting at...
I mean,
what I was about
except
to...
for the main typing triangle.
What I was about to say, a lot of Pokemon games, very random miscellaneous weaknesses have changed over the years.
That wasn't one that ever changed.
But that doesn't. I don't think that matters too much, because that's, if you know what types are types, you can make.
You can
adapt.
If you know the types,
but no,
but
she's
there
not. She's not really capable of remembering typings.
My point was there was some weird.
But no, my point is if you can have
back
somebody,
in the day.
if you can have somebody who
weird.
If you can have somebody run into that to an Elite Four with absolutely no idea what team building, typing weaknesses, and unevolved Pokemon can go into an Elite Four that is supposedly too hard because it's EV trained. As far as I'm concerned, it's not hard. Honestly, I think I tried too hard, and that's why I had the trouble I did, because I was trying to think.
Sean's laughing at me because I completely plan on beating this game with an Alolan Meowth, not an Alolan Persian.
Yeah, no, he's not evolving he's not evolving it.
Why?
And honestly, I don't.
Because Alolan Persian looks like ass.
But fur coat.
It looks like ass.
I don't.
Dirt ass face.
I don't care if it's a chair. If the chair has base 200 in every stat, I'm using it.
But that's not the point. He doesn't need to evolve it. I bet he could beat the game with a Alolan Meowth.
You're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I think he can.
When evolved Pokemon that resist the hits don't take a third of damage, that's a problem.
Mimikyu, it's Ghost and Ghost.
So does that
Ghost and Fairy.
So that means... Oh, nope.
Mimikyu is Ghost and Fairy, which is a really good typing.
And that's why I think the worst totem Pokemon is the Mimikyu.
Really?
I fucking hate that one.
I still, you know, Carter said
hits.
that. Carter said that, and I went and fought it, and it's not that bad.
No, it's not the Mimikyu. It summons a Gengar.
It was not
that
either.
Gengar hits,
I mean,
Hypnosis.
I just used Muck.
it hits Hypnosis
I used
way
Mach.
too often.
Oh, hold on.
And I poisoned
Let me explain what happened with that Mimikyu. So,
wait. Is this a thing that couldn't have been avoided, or was this just bad RNG?
The Gengar kept hitting Hypnosis.
So it was just bad RNG. It's not badly designed boss. It's just bad happenstance. Well, no, is this what I'm hearing? You don't like this because of bad happenstance. Because as far as I'm concerned, if it's just a unlucky RNG, that's not grounds to say this is like bullshit hard boss.
I won because of luck.
Because you know what? Dark. If I remember right, Hypnosis doesn't work on dark types.
No, it does.
It works on dark types.
Does it? I didn't think it did.
No, it does.
Well, you know what? Hypnosis missed.
Hypnosis has 60% accuracy. The problem with that Mimikyu, the Haunter, and especially that Gengar, everything in Sun and Moon outside of Salazzle is so slow that a Gengar can basically outspeed you.
So I used Muck.
I used the Mach.
I used the Mach.
I poisoned the Mimikyu. Mimikyu died from poison.
Everybody.
Gengar just spammed Hypnosis. I used items to wake up the monk. Spammed Hypnosis. I had to just waste.
Yeah, I crunched it. I'm pretty sure I crunched it once.
Oh no! When I finally hit it, he died.
When
I see the problem then. You just had bad RNG.
Because
no. You mean you're seriously gonna sit there and? I mean, you're gonna seriously sit there. You're literally gonna sit there and say, "Hey, this boss is bad because I had an unlucky run that probably wouldn't happen on a repeat."
Like I said,
Why are you doing that?
What?
Because it's an iron knuckle.
Don't get hit. You can You're fighting it wrong.
No,
Just do 3. You can do like 3 jump strikes.
Not as Young Link.
Yes, you can.
Well,
not 3, but I just backflip. I just jump strike and backflip.
Oh, I do that when I fight it as an adult.
I do it as Young Link. That's how you fight this thing. Because it can't hit you with the axe. And you just backflip twice and you do the other jump
what I was going to...
Or you could just do your strategy and take damage.
This is the one and only time I ever used this item.
Anyway, what I was going
I don't use that item.
What I was going to say, the way I beat...
It's so I can get in close and spam.
I mean, you can say, hey, Sun and Moon are too hard, but it's not.
The way I beat...
I just wanted to get in close and spam.
The way I beat the Totem Mimikyu was because I knew it was a Mimikyu, so it had Disguise, and what was the item it was holding?
But no,
oh wait, they gave that thing a Lumberry, I think?
Yeah, it was a Lumberry because it protected against statuses. I hit it turn 1 with a knockoff to break the Disguise and to get rid of the Lumberry.
Do you know what's hard in Sun and Moon? As far as I'm concerned, there's one hard trainer in Sun and Moon.
There's an asshole that relies on focus bands.
No. There is one thing that is hard in non-battle tree Sun and Moon.
Okay.
Which is...
That's the dude with the beast-boosting Mega Alakazam.
He got...
The beast-boosting Mega Alakazam.
He got beast boost from you if you were gonna...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Hypnosis just happened to hit you.
And
wow. Hypnosis.
I'm pretty sure it's the same argument. If that thing had killed me, under your logic, I could go and say Sun and Moon is too hard because that Alakazam had Beast Boost. Because I didn't know he had a Mega Alakazam.
Carson, what are you doing?
I was charging.
Oh.
Oh, it's done.
Beast Boost.
But no, you just happen to have bad RNG. That could have happened in anything.
Boost to the beasts.
That's like when you die in an RPG because of a crit, and you're like, this game is too hard because that boss got a crit that one time. Then you go refight it and you kill it pretty easily. I can honestly say the only thing that got me hooked on the Elite Four was the fact that everyone literally had had Pokemon that could confuse me. And honestly, I'm pretty sure I fought through the confusion. I didn't kill it off.
I had so much shit luck, and the game had problems of moves that should have been killing them didn't.
I fought through confusion, man.
Okay, guys. So my question of the day is, what did you guys think of the Young Link portion of the Spirit Temple? Personally, I think it's interesting that Young Link gets to participate in the Spirit Temple. My only problem with this part of the dungeon, it shows how limited Young Link is when trying to deal with Adult Link scenarios. But I think it's short and overall not too bad. I don't hate this part of the game, so I generally enjoy it. It doesn't really overstay its welcome, in my opinion, so I think this is a cool little change of pace. But anyway, I would really love to know what you guys think. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Doing all of these things really helps out the channel, and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.